Hey guys, this is Kay, Recruiter on the Go. It's been a while, I know. I think it's been the weather, or it's just the fact that I've been trying to think of ways to address some things I've been encountering at work, as well as in our recruiting arena. And one of them is, I keep on hearing, this Twitter, and I quote, "I don't see the value in following somebody that talks about a sandwich." And honestly, that just really kind of, one, pisses me off. Two, just shows how lack of knowledge people are about our social media these days, because God knows we talk about it now. And really, when you bring such a subject up, it shows me that you're not interested, that, it's not something that you trust. And that's fine. Not everybody needs to welcome it, although I highly suggest it. But, honestly, using that subject, using that kind of reasoning on saying, I'm not just see the value in a sandwich. Well, that's like 4 years ago kind of conversation that I had with people. So, honestly, I think you should. I think you should take a chance and get involved with someone, or get in the conversation, actually, with that person. Because you never know. I mean, I met several people based on their sandwich taste. And, I pose this question to you, like, if you want to see a value in anything, whether it's a job board, whether it's a networking event, whether it's a meetup, whether it's an individual, you're going to want to invest some time in it. You can't really judge the book by its cover. That's an old saying. But I honestly live my life that way, that I don't judge a book by its cover. I got to read the book. I got to understand the author. And it's the same thing about social media. I'm not saying to embrace everything. God knows there's so much out there. I would say master the top 4, honestly. You'd be successful. And when you feel that you have the handle and the understanding and the investment, everything else will fall into place, honestly. It's like when, so let's say the top 4, once again, I know I sound like a broken record, but it's really true. It's Facebook, it's LinkedIn, it's Twitter, and it's a blog, They all cover certain kind of conversations: instant microblogging, status updates, storytelling, involvement, community, and then everything else, because I think, you have a choice. And you can't force someone to like social media. You can't force someone to see the value, because that individual has to invest the time. And I'll be writing a blog about it, about investing to see the value. Social media, time after time, has been told, it's not a recruiting tool. It's a recruiting tool to brand. It's a recruiting tool to build a community. It's a recruiting tool to get your message out there. And honestly, you can recruit from there, but if you're not investing the time, you're not going to get the value, and the people you're going to stand out like a sore thumb. So I'm trying to help you, the audience, and whoever wants to listen, that there is proof in the pudding. And again, there's no way of forcing social media. It's like, don't write in your commitments. Don't write it in, like, promise something that you can't deliver. I think people are so paranoid about finding a time when they're in the hallway visiting 5-10 minutes. You could be updating your Twitter or starting a blog, and it's not like there's not enough help out there. I mean, I've offered to help. People have offered to help. There's free stuff out there that can really make you successful. And you don't have to be, the expert. You don't have to become a SME, But if you're constantly questioning, and you want that quality, and you want that higher, and you want that knowledge, again, You have to invest in it. It's like going to college. You can't get a degree without investing 4 years or more to be knowledgeable about the career you want to take. Same thing as a recruiter, you know. You have to invest some time in that candidate to understand if that candidate is a fit or not. So it's the same thing. Don't tell me. I don't want to hear anybody saying, well, I don't see the value, when they haven't even set up a Twitter account. Or if they set up a Twitter account, people aren't going to follow or not going to find you interesting if you're constantly posting jobs. I get a little excited about this because I see the power. I can't even tell you how many conversations I've had based on tweeting and who I've met. You know, I've met people in the tech world and advertising and diversity world. You know, 25% of Twitter's population is African American alone. And I think I just read this past weekend, 18% are Hispanics. And the age range is from 18 to 45 who are mostly on Twitter because it's our generation. And I just think that if you're smart, and if you are, it's not that you're not smart, if you're interested in doing social media, invest the time, see the value, and then come talk to me about the sandwich, because I can tell you how creative you can be on building that sandwich. In fact, I created a PowerPoint which I stored on my SlideShare about the investment in value and some things to think about. So I should be publishing that soon this week. So I hope this is helpful, and I'm not going to stop talking about it. But please do not tell me you don't see the value because you don't want to follow someone with a sandwich. Honestly, you don't see the value if you don't have the investment. So it's a beautiful, sunny Seattle day on a Tuesday. Temperatures are supposed to be like in the crazy 85, 89, 90s, which I know to some of you is probably not a big deal, but it's pretty good. So you guys have a great week, short week actually, and I hope I hear from you. I hope I've done any kind of help on making you understand a little bit why you need to invest to see the value. And I welcome your comments. I welcome your ideas. This is a form of incredible sharing knowledge. So I hope everybody's well. Until later, look for a blog soon on investing the time and investment, and I will check you guys later. I'm out. Peace.